वैष्णवा सर्वभौम श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरतशे नमः। श्री पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। जयतां सुरतापंगो मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्भोजो राधा मदनमोहन। दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागर सिंहासनस्थ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेव्यो पृष्ठालिभि सेव्यमानुस्मरामि। श्रीमन्द्रासरसारम्भी वंशिवटतटस्थितं कर्षन्वेणुस्वनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथाश्रियस्तु नाम। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। Very stressful, but still like we were not going to do the class obviously, but I was like we should do the class, otherwise it is incomplete, right? Oh, we have to speak in English, right? It's live. Okay, so I was wondering when we were doing the Aarti and all, right? The Bhog Aarti. And I was thinking out there, that we actually did Adivas. Yes, we did Mangal Aarti. We did Darshan Aarti. Now we are going to do, then there was the Abhishek. Then we have the 5 o'clock Aarti. Then we have Pushya Abhishek. Then we have night Darshan. And I'm like, Janmashtami doesn't have any of this. Let's be frank about it. No, you cannot say that Janmashtami is better, right? But the whole point is that Srimati Radharani's glories are so hidden that in general we see the population and all, they do not know, and it comes at a time when the other festivals are made much more prominent. Even though you might attract them with so many things, but because sense gratification is so embedded in general populace and even in us, but still it's much more, I think. Kam karna chahiye, itna kyun kiya? So then, because of that, Srimati Radharani's glories are always hidden. In Panchatattva also we see Gadadhar Pandit. We do not know much of his life story. Like, there are glories, but his pastimes are not known. Why? Because it is all in the background. Srimati Radharani also, Shukdev Goswami Maharaj was explaining today morning that she is not known in the whole of Bhagavatam. Actually, which gopis are mentioned in Bhagavatam? Yashoda, Rohini. But which other gopis mentioned? None of the young gopis are mentioned. Why? Because Shukdev Goswami will go in trance for 6 months by listening just even once. So, but he couldn't resist taking her name, right? Aradhito. He says in that famous verse that gopi, that gopi, she's so elevated, she's so great that Krishna left all the other gopis. Maharaj was explaining today that we really cannot understand Srimati Radharani's glories. Somebody was mentioning that, why do people say this? Like, okay, we are glorifying, right? I know we are insufficient, but we are glorifying. Why nobody is, great enough to explain Srimati Radharani's glories? But it's a fact. Even Krishna's glories are Ananta. But more than that is Srimati Radharani's. Why? Maharaj is explaining that the person who is the eye of Vrindavan, Yes? Where we say the apple of the eye, right? You know, like in our family, the youngest was Yash, right? So he was the apple of the eye of the whole family, you know. He is, rather, I would say, still. I don't think there's anybody else here. So, but in the whole of Braj, it is Krishna. It is unnatural for a mother in this world to love a child who is not born from her womb. And that's why we do not believe in adoption and surrogacy and all. Even then that is fine. But still, खून किसका है? You know, अपना blood नहीं है ना, so he'll behave like this. Caste, it has to be from the caste. Whether it might be OBC or anything, but it has to be from the caste. Doesn't matter. But the whole point is that, why did I come to the caste? Oh, the apple of the eye. Yes. So in Braj, they don't love their own children as much as they love Krishna. And it is very natural for the soul to love Krishna. Very natural. I know we are doing Katha in the afternoon. It is very sleepy. So you are okay to sleep. It's fine, not a big problem. We'll still continue, not a problem. The thing is that I wanted to still give the class, because if I don't speak, I will not, I won't be actually doing anything. From yesterday evening, I saw that, just putting up the whole thing took a lot of time. But everybody, so many of you, he cleaned, he was managing the whole flower thing, you were doing the dress and all. And then today's dresses also everybody did. Very stressful situation. And I was asking you yesterday, right? That in Braj, do they actually become so stressed out? Because the pastimes change in how many minutes? How many minutes? No, 5 minutes, too less. How many minutes does a pastime change in Golok Vrindavan? 30 minutes? No. Very close. No. Very far now. Far. No, far. Very far. 20 minutes a pastime changes. That means if you are having a swing pastime for 20 minutes in Radha Kund at one corner, they move in 20 minutes for holy pastimes. Holy means holy, not holy. Like Pushya Abhishek pastimes will go, another 20 minutes. And it's like, hua kya? Are laga do. Dhanlakshmi Mataji in the altar, what she was telling me? She's putting something and she's asking. And I couldn't understand what she was saying. I thought that she's asking me that whether it's okay. Lagao, are lagao, khatam karo. Put it. And she's like, are ruko. And then she was like, hold on, finish it, And then I was like, finish it fast. Because in our festival also, right? We were pushing stuff fast, And Maharaj says that actually to be in the moment is very hard. Very hard. It's very rare to be in the moment, because that's why for me to give a class is being in the moment. Otherwise I cannot be in the moment. Even if you're doing Kirtan, I'm like, what to do after this? We'll do this and then that. At 5 o'clock we'll do this and 5 o'clock we'll do that, But when I'm, at least for me, when I'm talking, I don't have anything to say, right? I don't have anything to do. I don't have an option other than saying. So it works out for me, and that's why I was like, let me anyways use this opportunity. So we'll just start with one glorification of Srimati Radharani, which Maharaj was explaining. That the most beautiful person in this whole world, we all know this, I'm going to just say it again. The most beautiful person in the whole world, we become attracted, yes or no? We become envious, we become jealous, we become everything. उसके पास क्यों है? उसके बाल कितने अच्छे हैं, Why is his hair so nice? For me, it would be that thing, right? So, Prabhu, can we reduce the volume, a little volume? Reduce it. Reduce the volume. I'm sorry to move you. Mohan Chaitanya Prabhu is doing such a background seva. It's like I was thinking. I was thinking because of the way Srinandananda Prabhu left. It was a big heartbreak, and I was telling, I think you that or somebody I was telling that I was looking at Radha Madhav Hari, and it was very sad. Why? Because because the photo came up when they were doing the whole thing, and I'm like, I was okay till then. I'm like, Par, everybody needs, we are there for him and all. So I cannot be sad in front of him, right? So much. And when I saw Radha Madhav Hari's photo, and I'm like, why? It's like, there are so few people, There are already less people over here. And why would you take one person away? There is no reason to do that. It's so sad. Because it's a big hole. It's a big hole. Even if one person happens to be not here, right? It's a big gap. Each and every one of us. Whether it's Nikit Prabhu, whether it's Mohit, anyone. There's such a big hole. Because who's going to fill that gap? On the altar also, like Divyasham Prabhu had his back broken, right? And I'm like, you cannot do all these things. Please don't. Who is going to replace? It's not easy. We don't know what the Lord thinks. It's inconceivable. But it's there. It's true. But so that's why each and every devotee for Srimati Radharani, personally speaking, is so important. So important. And that's why Krishna personally feels this. If we are feeling this in our congregation, we cannot imagine how Krishna feels for us. He wants for us to be happy. But we are also not that good at it, right? It's like, we can relate to this example. There is that one kid in the family, right? And we have that kid in our family. It's like, can't you see that you are not doing anything? Just go and do the job, right? But they just can't see it. Yes? Yes? And that's why we can't see how Krishna actually needs us. And then he wants us to be with him. But he really wants us to be there. And that's why the most beautiful person in the whole world is like a cockroach, Maharaj says, in front of the Apsaras and Gandharvas. Imagine being in the heavenly planets. That movie, Narasimha movie we saw, and they showed, there was this one funny part over there, whoever saw it, like, initially when they start, Hiranyakashipu starts killing, starts going everywhere, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And then there are Star Trek ships coming out from heaven, And I was laughing. I'm like, oh, So, so you can have these things, but not those things are not there, There are other flying planes, but not these kind of things. And heaven is such a beautiful place. You don't have disease, you don't have death. Ideally you have death, but you don't feel the death. You don't feel the birth. You don't feel old age. There is no old age. There is no hair fall, and there is no getting very tired and everything and all that stuff. Less fatigue. And you can enjoy so much, so beautifully. But is it enough? Because in our consciousness today, right, when we see big people out there, right, like we see the Ambanis and everybody and all, such a beautiful life. There's that movie, I think, A Beautiful Life, something like that. But that movie is actually very sad, I think. Actually, it's sad. But whatever. But their life seems so beautiful, so much perfect. But what are they caught in? I was wondering, for us, like let's say we are in the US and everything, right? We are earning, or we are citizen, or whatever that is. So much problems. We'll bring it to each other, right? But a person who's living in the slums, for him, we are in a much better situation. He's thinking that only if I could be there, only if I got this job, only if I did, something nicely, whatever. It's like only if. But it is never enough. This is the whole point. It's so sad. It's never enough. And that's why even if you are in heaven, it is useless. Eventually we will feel like what we are feeling right now. That is the problem. You'll have everything and then you'll have nothing also. It is the same thing, same anxiety. What is the use of all this money when you have same anxiety? When you can't sleep at night. Maharaj was explaining this. You're taking pills. Haldar Maharaj saying, what is this? People are taking sleeping pills. Why? They don't need sleeping pills. You're not doing Krishna consciousness properly. That's why you're not sleeping. And what is the depression? There is no such thing as depression. You know, there's that somebody was some video or something. They was like, depression. ये क्या कौन सा नहीं तुम एक depression वगैरह कुछ नहीं है. You know, a mother in India would say that these kinds of things. There's no such thing as depression. What is depression? What? It's your girlfriend? Depression? No. ये कौन सा फिरंगी लड़की लाया है? You know, something like that. But actually, earlier people, it was there, agreed. But if you see in Krishna consciousness, then you come higher. It's still not happy. But the Apsara is so beautiful. You go way higher. There's Parvati, Gauri, Sadashiv Dham. You go even higher, Vaikunta. Yes, Lakshmi Devi. Mahalakshmi and Lakshmi Devi are so beautiful. Rukmini in Dwarka, we know this pastime because we took this. They all fell unconscious by looking at Rukmini. Maharaj asked, please raise your hand if anybody has ever seen this kind of beauty. Yeah? And he's like, no, don't raise your hand. I know, nobody has seen that. But this is the whole point. Have we seen such beautiful thing? You know, that's a point to be thought about. It's like, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the other hand, he's going crazy looking at Jagannath. Like we go to Jagannath Puri, we have Jagannath. I'm like, yeah. Rath Yatra also is like, till the time there is music and all is good. But other than that, you know, I hugged Jagannath. Somebody will say this, you know, I hugged Jagannath. And then, ho gaya. So then, sannyas aa gaya. You touched the Lord, right? Purified. Now sannyas. No. I have kids at home. Oh, okay, sorry. You know, because we don't know what is that attraction. The only thing I tell others, you know, like when it comes down to practicality, to its most mundane stuff, is that why do you do Krishna consciousness? It's like, I have not seen somebody being happy like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes? Show me who is that personality in the whole history of humankind who is going crazy. And he's a sannyasi at the same time. He's not in Pagalkhana. He's not in Agra. You know, whatever there is. Mental institution. He's not over there. He's worshipped. Those Satvik Vikar, right? Those ecstasies are never seen before. And that's why we were discussing that, you know, that's why these things, right? I randomly chose this today, okay? This was literally random. But the thing is like, transcendental love for me arises by devotional processes of hearing about me, seeing my deity form, meditating on me and faithfully chanting my glories. So then you go back. He's telling the gopis, what is this position? We know this point. Where is this coming from? You know? Where would this be? Okay, let's assume somebody knew. So I'm just going to say this, maybe you can guess. Transcendental love for me arises by devotional process of hearing, seeing my deity, faithfully chanting my glories. So, please go back to your homes. Gopi Geet is a little later. Anybody want to? Huh? No, not Venu Geet also. Ras Leela almost there. No. Yeah, after Venu. No, but Venu Geet, and then you have one more chapter, and then Krishna calls them. This is Krishna and the gopis meet for the Rasa dance, but Ras Leela is not yet there. You know the most important, wonderful thing, this was not what I was going to take, but the most wonderful thing is the next chapter, 30th chapter, it is not the Ras Leela. It is introduction to the Ras Leela. But in introduction to the Ras Leela, the chapter, they actually start the Ras Leela. But still Prabhupada writes, it's introduction to Ras Leela. Now tell me why. I didn't know this. I'm cheating. But anybody can tell. No, not about Shukdev Goswami. No. This is about why is it still introduction. It's not. It is the Ras Leela, but it is not the Ras Leela. There was no separation. Yes. The thing is that, but why does that happen? I'm mixing too many things, so we'll go aage piche. The thing is that when they reach, and then everybody starts dancing, right? Between two gopis, there's Krishna. And the Srimati sees that Krishna is not actually happy. Why? Because his attention is getting diverted. He's not getting the full pleasure. Yes? Why? Because their mood, Maharaj says, their mood in the Leela, they start thinking that, oh, Krishna is with me. Rather than assisting Srimati, they start thinking that they are also not like her, but still they are like, oh, I'm fortunate. They're transcendental. This is transcendental, but there are too many reasons. The first reason is this. The second reason is that they got pride a little. But why did they get pride? Because they wanted to glorify Srimati. But the thing is that one aspect which we get to learn from this is that we are, like she was asking me only, we are always assistants. We are never interacting with Krishna ever. If you think we are going to interact with Krishna, then that is not the location which we want to go. That is not Braj. That is other than Braj. Where you can be the husband of the Lord or all this stuff. That is Dwarka. We can never be with Krishna directly. We are always assistants. To learn that to learn that attitude that we are always assistants is very important for us to go back home, back to Braj. Otherwise it won't work only. That's why we focus so much on authority. It's not just, I want to get things done from you, that's why I'm imposing my authority. Yes, that is an exploitative mentality. But the actual mentality is that if you don't learn, then you cannot do that 20-minute switch. In Goloka, when the pastime switch, you need to move. You cannot just be here. It's like I was thinking that we are not going to see the dress which we saw right now, right? It's going to change. Gone. Never. Done. Mangalarti, done. You can never see that darshan ever again. And that's why I sometimes think that why wouldn't people come for Mangalarti still? They are not going to see that darshan ever again. Because they just don't, it's fine for them. It's like the attraction is not there. Or maybe, whatever, fashion sense is not, whatever that is. But the thing is that there is something lacking. Definitely in us also, I'm not saying. But that is also an aspect. Why? Because after we start developing Krishna consciousness, all angas of bhakti start becoming highlighted. All are relishable. Then there is something which you like more. But some people will say that no, we'll do only this. That means it's still, how much ever you say Radhe, 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 like even we chant, so many people sing Radhe, Radhe, and then Raghupati, Raghava and all that. How much ever you'll sing. But the thing is that it doesn't work that way. Yes? You might develop that one or two moments, that of ecstasies. But that is just superficial. It's on a musical platform level. It has nothing to do with bhakti. But the thing is that, that's what we were discussing. Actually, I was discussing with Mohananand Prabhu, that actually Kirtanam is not singing. It's singing the glories of the Lord. So that's why 2 to 3:30 is Kirtan only. But the point is that people won't get it. Because why? Till they don't hear, that's why we don't like japa. Right? Because we want music and no japa. It's about the music. I was thinking that, oh, 5 o'clock, who's going to sing? And then I'll be, we'll dance so nicely and everything. But thing is that, oh, I'm so superficial. Means, yes, Prabhupada says that you should have nice, but that is not the focus. I was talking to, I think to you or to you, Mataji, some one day, that we focus on what is a better bhakta in ISKCON today. If you have to be a good bhakta starter pack. That they have that kind of a starter pack. You have a bead bag, you have a tilak, then you have dhoti, you have kurta, and then this intermediate starter pack. Then you have the shawl, and then you have, and then then you have the garland, There's the advanced starter pack, Then you have those ones, the one which I wore, very advanced starter pack, something like that. And then the point is that over there, that starter pack, from there to there, you go like, oh, see, that person is famous, that means he's a nice bhakta. So I have to be like him. Be like him how? Be skillfully like him. Externally. Yes? That's why it's very easy to pick up. Maharaj says always this, right? What does he say? That it doesn't mean that you become a Vaishnava by just putting tilak and kanthi mala. And what is it? What do you need after that? I forgot that part. I just heard that part. What? Sincerity, something like that. No, he says that, but then what do we need more? Sincerity, right? He says. It's like the pure intention to love Krishna. That why are we coming to ISKCON? It's not just any other institution. And that's why we glorify Prabhupada so much. We cannot imagine the happiness. We are so busy, but it is so blissful. It is not tiring like work. Yes? People work 9 to 5, 9 to 8, sometimes it go to Deer Valley and all, right? It is very stressful, right? It's stressful, right? Sometimes people work in subways also, I'm very tired. So, but it's stressful. But over here when we come, we might be stressful. Like I was stressful before this. But when we chant, when we, hear music and whatever it is, it's still nice. It's so beautiful. And we cannot express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada enough, how much he's given us. See, 45 minutes done already. So I'm going to move to the part where I wanted to speak something for myself. So this is in general. And so the gopis meet, and they meet Krishna for the rasa dance, right? How did they meet him? Yes, like we explain all this. I was telling you, right? The mountain which we have, Avatuki mountain or South mountain, just try going there at night at 12 o'clock. Walking on without the phone or anything, just walk into the it's a desert, right? You can still be not hurt. You can walk. Will we do that? Will we have ever the strength to do that? No, why? We should. But we won't, right? We can't. But if you see somebody who's desperate, like, in the military and all, they have to go and all, they have missions and all, or somebody's escaping here with his life, they don't have any other, option other than going through that whole thing, right? The gopis, on the other hand, Krishna starts seeing the moon, and he sees the Yamuna, the kumkum, all surrounding, the smell of, the fragrance of all the flowers. And then he just leaves home at 7 or 8. He goes to the Vamshi Vata. We had gone to Vamshi Vat. Remember, we did a class over there. And then he calls on the 5th note. Nobody else can hear. So that's the whole point. We can see the Lord. He is playing the flute. And Maharaj was saying this. Who hears the flute? No, right? We should ask people, have you heard the flute? Are you hearing something then which I am not hearing, But the thing is that he's playing the flute. Srimati Radharani is there, but we cannot. And that's why the deity Archa Vigraha form is very, very, very important for us. For neophytes, it's very, very important. Why? Because we don't know how to relate. Yes, with our chanting and, How should I? With Kirtan and all, Prabhupada says if we don't add this regulation of deity worship, it does not work. Why? Because we do not know who we are chanting for. Right now, isn't it easy for you to make the dress? Like I saw Mohan Prabhu, he saw the dress and he did this when I saw yesterday when he came. But the thing is that why? Because he knows that the dress is going to go on the Lord, right? So that you don't have to think twice. It's direct. This is not allowed, this is allowed. This is Suchi, this is Muchi, something like that. And these days that is also a problem. What is Muchi or not, But the thing is that it's easy. And that's why deity worship is very vital. And that's why we come to the temple somehow or the other. If we don't have attraction, then also we have to engage. No option. It's not like, oh, holy name is Yoga Avatar and I'll do that. But the thing is that Haldar Maharaj was saying this. Why are we doing the other angas of bhakti? To support our holy name chanting. Otherwise we can't. It's very difficult to focus. What will you focus on? Yeah, focus on the name. But the thing is that it's direct. Prabhupada said, it's very easy to focus on the Lord. So Archa Vigraha is not optional. That aspect, when we do one of those angas, then your holy name is also going to be very nice. Because it's direct now, you're chanting for the Lord. What is the aim of life? Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. It's not to develop the skill. It's not to show that I am doing these regulative principles nicely. That is not the aim of life. And that's why this is where we fall short. We start practicing from new bhakta to advanced bhakta to do all these skills. Yes? Yes? Like she was asking me, how can I play and all. Yes, we have to do that. Like I should know how to play mridanga because it is embarrassing otherwise. Like people, nobody there and what will I, So yes, bare minimum, yes. But the thing is that if I make it an aim of life, then it's gone. That's what we were talking. The thing is that nobody is talking about focusing whatever you're doing for the Lord. Oh Prabhu, did you, Shamuni Mataji was saying, did you think about Krishna today? Yes, but there is more to that. Did I really start for, like Maharaj was saying once that they were going to Bardhav Nirjala Ekadashi, they were in Jagannath Puri, they had Rath Yatra, and Anand Prabhu gives the example, that everybody went for parikrama because Maharaj cannot go inside the temple, so he was sitting at Haridas Thakur's place, Siddha Bakul. He was chanting his rounds, and everybody was chanting, no khana, no pina, right? Chanting, everybody. So, at the end of the day, Maharaj said that, oh, how many rounds did everybody did? So then you will be like 16 rounds, 32 rounds, 64 rounds, 192 rounds, something like that, And then, somewhere more 200, whatever. But then we'll be like, okay, 14 hi chal raha hai, 2 baki hai, something. Then nobody asked Maharaj. After some time, somebody like, Maharaj, how much? हिम्मत करके पूछ लिया. अब गुरु को कैसे पूछे ना कितना माला किया? But somebody asked, कि how much did you do? Maharaj said, 16. I was trying to be attentive in my 16 rounds. So I did not count how much I did more because I was not attentive for the others. Yes? The thing is that what is he doing? Like everything is good. He didn't say that's a problem. But the thing is now if you look deeper, nahi, how much you did? 64. हम भी करेंगे. हम भी करेंगे. हम भी bonjo सीखेंगे, something like that, or the piano, something like the keyboard and all. We could do all those things. I'll be good at management. I'll be good at class giving. I'll be good at, cooking. I'll be good at, yes, we have to learn the basics, obviously. That you should know, there was 5 things which Tamal Krishna Maharaj says, 5 things or 3 things. You should know Sunday fish cooking. You should know how to do Aarti, I think it was. Kirtan. And then you should know how to play the Mrudanga. ऐसा कुछ तो था, ऐसा 5 things, how, and Maharaj says, you should know how to swim also. Guru Maharaj says that people should know how to swim. Actually, he says that is an instruction actually. So yeah, that we should know how to swim. All of you should know how to swim. Maharaj says that. I remember somebody there was that going thing. Okay. So we have to know how to swim. So the point is that, but Maharaj was saying that no, how I can internally please Krishna more? How can I be better at pleasing Krishna more? These elements were to please Krishna more, not to please everybody. Very subtle. It won't be even striking, because half of the time even you're doing on auto mode, right? And we have not been doing it for Krishna forever. Now first time we are doing it, obviously we won't be able to do. You know? It's like how much ever we say Trinadapi Suni Chena, but if I am not glorified for something which I have done, I'll be like, Dekho na Mataji, bola hi nahi mera naam. You know? No, they didn't take my name. They should have taken my name. Why was my name not on the sponsor list? I sponsored so much. But the thing is that you all know, 5 people know, then I am happy. But you know what Ter Kadam Babu said? We should do something which nobody knows. And he was saying that once he actually went and in Mayapur, he actually washed pots. He washed pots of the Brahmachari ashram. And the Brahmacharis were shocked the next day. They didn't know who cleaned them. They were all searching the whole of Mayapur. Kisne kiya? Kisne kiya? Apne kiya? Apne. Pata nahi kisne kiya? You know? Something like that. And then that's one way. And then the other way is where I didn't... and that's why the main focus, we lose that focus. And that's why we are not in Braj or Golok. Very difficult. Srimati Radharani is perfect in everything. And Shamohini Mataji in the morning, but she is perfect at the most important thing, that she is totally surrendered to Krishna. There is nothing she wants for herself. She wants everybody to serve Krishna because Krishna wants that. Krishna likes that. Krishna will be pleased more and more. And that's why this is very difficult. The thing which we need to learn from our acharyas is how to please Krishna. In how to please Krishna, we start pleasing the skills which we have rather than the internal consciousness. Very difficult to develop the internal. You know, very difficult. But the point is that we go on, someday it will happen. Because why? Now, this lifetime at least we are connected. Because last time we were connected, next lifetime we will be connected, somewhere it will come. But the process will be faster if we focus on internal. So, the gopis reach the rasa dance and Krishna is like, they go into the forest at night. Everybody is pulling them out, you know. Like you cannot go. They actually hold them off. Haath se pakad ke. You cannot go. Radha Govind Maharaj says, why Srimati Radharani is so great is because at any moment Krishna used to play the flute. She will run. Not like switching off the gap. I'll see if I can come, Prabhu. Then I'll say, take a look. Are theek hai, Prabhu. It's fine, Prabhu. You know. And I'll be like, nahi, Prabhu. Kaam hai, Prabhu. Chodo na. Chhod do. Yaar, lagao, jaldi karo. I have to go. You know. It's not like she will leave everything at the spot, and she'll run for Krishna. We can't do that. It's very easy to say. The thing is that the next gopi after Srimati Radharani, she is like Mount Meru. If you don't know Mount Meru, it's actually, we cannot even imagine. The Himalayas, million times higher than Himalayas, okay? Million times. Million to billion times higher. Why? Because it's at another level only. It's not on this plane. And it's made of gold. So, Srimati Radharani's love is like that. And the next gopi's love, which is Chandravali and the other Sakhis, right? Whoever it is. Whoever becomes perfect also is like a mustard seed at our level. Can you see a mustard seed if I throw in this temple? You can't see. Imagine from Mount Meru how it is. Himalaya pe niche dal de dhundo abhi. If somebody tells you to go and find a mustard seed in the whole of Himalayas, not in this life, not in million lifetimes you will be able to do. But Mount Meru and a mustard seed, that's the immediate next gopi. And that's why introduction to rasa dance. Nobody can serve Krishna. So that's why that competitive thing, like some people say, I am also competitor of Srimati, you know, that thing comes up. It cannot be. We can never compete. Never. That never is so poor to say in front of Srimati Radharani. But think that mustard seed is so small. And that is the next gopi. Where is our love? Sometimes that pride comes that we are so great. But the thing is that when you go outside, nobody cares. If you walk into comfort in Prabhuji, no, they won't say anything. It's a struggle. Even Guru Maharaj, when anybody, if they walk outside, there's some weird looking person and all. But other than that, but the thing is that, why these great acharyas are so great, right? I was telling someone that in Prabhupada pastime, that all these great people, actually they have this aura. Prabhupada used to walk, right? He used to have this golden aura, and these people, the Americans, some kids, 18-year-olds or 16-year-olds, they saw Prabhupada. And they saw the aura and the aura. And they still remember, it was something magical. Prabhupada was so great. We can't even imagine, seeing the aura of somebody. Prabhupada is 72, 73 years old. An old man. Which 72, 3-year-old you find that beautiful, right? Very rare. Very rare, never, rather. You'd rather go out with a 20-year-old, right? Why 72? But Prabhupada, he had that golden aura. And everybody got attracted. And it's true. People want to be with Prabhupada. And if you see those videos of Prabhupada, crazy. If you've seen those arrival videos, I don't know if you guys, but when he comes to LA, he comes to Australia, how are those sannyasis dancing? My God, they're just, it's like people say, Prabhu, you dance crazy. But they should see that video. It's like thin, skinny people, they're just moving their hands, like left hand, for what? And Prabhupada, if the great devotees come, right? Prabhupada disciples come, they'll be like, yes, okay, Hare Krishna. Some will bow down, and then Guru Maharaj will mostly bow down. But Prabhupada, the big smile, and he'll have his hand up. It's like, how can you be humble and at the same time so great? Very, very weird. Tinadapi Sunichan, how? Like, when Shah Rukh Khan comes out of that, from that, where does he live? Yeah, something like that. He does this, and people go crazy, right? Prabhupada is doing the same thing. Big smile. And like this. And I was like, that's why we discussed this about Prabhupada. Very inconceivable. Inconceivable. How Srila Prabhupada is so great. We cannot understand what humility is actually. Because we think that, oh no dhanam, no janam, no sundarim. Prabhupada is like, no, bring Rolls Royce. You bring Rolls Royce. These my disciples not doing enough. I want a gold car. Gold car. Not a metal car. And everybody is shocked. Today which Prabhupada disciple will say that? Prabhupada? To US, Americans and everywhere. Reporters. Public interviews. I want them to give more. This is less. And he is Srimati Radharani's confidential servant. Srimati Radharani, she's great. Yeah. These devotees highlight her love so beautifully. Cannot imagine. Like we were discussing in the childhood of Prabhupada. I know we are doing Prabhupada glorification. But without him, we won't be able to celebrate at all. There's no possibility. In his childhood, when his father wanted to become a great devotee of? Yes. Childhood. He used to pray, he used to bring 10 sadhus every single day. Maharaj says this thing, I think. Or Haldar Maharaj says, 10 sadhus. But none of those sadhus were good. Somebody was doing ganja, somebody was doing this, somebody was doing that. But still, Gaur Mohan Dey used to bring them and ask them, please bless my son to be a devotee of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani. And Prabhupada always, that famous lecture, he explains the whole lecture of Krishna. And at the end he says, if Krishna is so great, the person who controls him, how great is she? Madana Mohana Mohini, you know. Madana Mohana Mohini. Maharaj says this, the definition of Madana Mohana. It's like, we were talking about Devuti and Kardama Muni in the car. Devuti's features are so beautiful that the planes, the demigods used to see them. She used to play with the ball and they used to fall from their airplane. Fall. So beautiful Devuti. Rukmini Devi, very beautiful. Jara, everybody out, unconscious. We cannot even come close to Srimati Radharani. I always think how it must look like, right? How it must look like. What is, but we won't understand. Why? That we were discussing about it. Actually, they are here. Actually, if I am not seeing them beautiful right now, it's like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to reveal. Being amongst proximity does not matter. That is what it was said, right? Coming back to our shloka today. I don't know what it was. But it says, it's not by proximity. Yes, it's not by proximity. But the gopis are also adamant over there. Because they know that is his desire. They are crying and weeping, you know. Please, please accept us. We want to be your dasis. We don't want to be your lovers. Dasis. We want to be dasi. We want to serve your lotus feet. We want to massage your lotus feet. We want to actually do all that. It's not like I want to be a guru, I want to be that great. No. Srimati Radharani, all the gopis are saying that we want to be dasi. But we know that you will get pleasure with all of this other stuff, you know. That's a form of their love, intense. And that's why Srimati Radharani, when she sees in Kurukshetra, after how many years they are meeting? Radha Govind Maharaj said this very beautiful thing. Uddhava, actually this happened before. Uddhava is sent to Vrindavan. And why is Uddhava sent to Vrindavan? No, but with what thing is he going actually internally? Why is Krishna sending him to Vrindavan? He has a little pride. Because he is pride of his. Rather it's transcendental pride. It's like he is the greatest devotee kind of, like, you know. And these are simple cowherd people. And he's like, oh, you tell them. You tell them this shloka. Do chanting no need for me to be there. Do chanting Hare Krishna. Okay, be happy. You know, maybe he also said this only. That's a problem. You chant and be happy. And he goes there and he falls on their lotus feet. He starts crying. And he stayed for some time over there. Every single day he will do katha. He'll do katha of Sri Krishna. Everybody will come. From Barsana, from Rawal, from everywhere. They'll come to hear about Krishna. What is he doing in Mathura? What is he doing in Dwarka? And Mathura only, I think it was. How did he killed, Kamsa? Oh, very beautiful. How is he ruling everything? And they'll be asking questions. Does he remember us? He left. It's like Nanda Baba and Yashoda can't even stop Krishna to go. Why? उनका बच्चा ही नहीं है ना. They cannot prevent him to go. Because it's not your child. पाला है तो क्या हुआ? We need him over there. Vasudeva and Devaki needs them. Take. And Akrura leaving, Haldar Maharaj says, everybody's about to die. Like die. They are like, don't. Krishna goes and actually pacifies the gopis for some time and then he escapes. He escapes. He actually gets a curse because of unsaid curse. He's actually not Akrura. He's Krura. He's cruel to the heart. He's taken Krishna from us. How could he do this? They don't say anything. But actually Akrura later onwards get the blame of stealing Shamantaka jewel and he has to leave. And Haldar Maharaj says because of this thing. Unsaid apradhs. He was doing for what? He was doing whatever was right. Unthankful task he did. And now Uddhava is coming every day, they are talking about Krishna. And now Uddhava has to go back. And then they don't know what to do. They don't know what to give him. Because where is he going now? He's going to Krishna. So now we have to give him something, right? And Radha Govind Maharaj actually in this class, right? If you see that class, he's crying and he's not able to control himself. It's in the video. He's not able to control. Because he says all these things later. He says that Srimati Radharani, you know what she brings? She brings a nice flute. Very perfect tuned and everything. Krishna will like it. You know. Yashoda gives, nice butter, chant, makhan. Please take this. Somebody is bringing something, peacock feather. Somebody is bringing something. And they're like, what can we give? To Krishna so that we can make him happy. And then what are they saying? Srimati Radharani is like, wait, don't go. I have to give you in writing. And she's like, what should I write? There's so much to write. There's so little. I don't know what to write. And she's crying, it's getting wet, and she's not able to write also. And she's stuttering. Please. And Uddhava just, he cannot handle. What to do? How should I? I am such a great Gyani. There is nobody greater than him. Because he's learned under Brihaspati. No demigod. Sorry to say, no demigod is actually as intelligent as Uddhava. Literally no. His heart is breaking just to see Srimati Radharani. What is this happening to you? She can't control her crying. She can't do anything. Every single night she'll go into she'll just look at the tamali, she'll remember Krishna, and then she'll start crying. She'll go to Radha and she's crying over there. Remembering Krishna, what should I do? The Sakhis are coming. No, don't worry. And they are getting very mad. They can't, and they also can't handle. But their duty is to handle her. Nobody is able to handle each other. They get so mad. They are badly praying to Uddhava. Please. They cannot say anything. And they say like, okay, you know what? You don't tell him that we are suffering. Why? He'll feel bad. He won't be able to handle himself. You do not tell them. Do not ever tell him that what is going on. Tell him we are very happy. Everything is very nice. We are chanting very nicely. Our lives are very perfect. We do not want anything. We are very nicely situated. You just tell him that. We don't want anything in return. But they are like, they just can't control. Even after, Srimati Radha, unalloyed devotion to the Lord. Pure unalloyed devotion. She wants his happiness. She says, you tell him this. Hum nirlaj hai ya salaj hai. Whether we are shameless or, we are with man, with respect or honor. It doesn't matter. We know we are very papi. We know we have done so many aparadhs. But you Krishna, the ocean of mercy, Karuna Sindhu, there cannot be any pap that you cannot wash. Before we even do any pap, you will wash them. You are Karuna Sindhu. Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate. We have done so many offenses. I know you are a Karuna Sindhu. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. We have done only and only aparadhs to you. We are shameless or whatever we are. But we are yours, Krishna. But we still have that desire. Please bless us with only one thing. Please do not kill us. Just give us your darshan. We just want to see you. We know we shouldn't be asking this. We know we are nobodies. But I am so shameless. We still want to ask for your darshan. We are dying over here. Please give us your darshan. And then Radha Govind Maharaj is crying and crying and crying. He's trying to sing it. He's crying. He couldn't control. And then he says, this is Srimati Radharani. We can't even, we can just imagine somebody just crying for somebody who is left. But this is unimaginable, because it is something very, very transcendental. And actually, Radha Maharaj says, he goes to Mathura. But he cannot resist not telling Krishna. He catches Krishna in front of everyone. Vasudev, Devaki, everybody sitting. He tells, you get up. They are dying over there. You come, we have to go. We have to go now. He starts telling them what is the situation in Vrindavan. Even Yamuna is drying up. The leaves are drying up. Everybody is drying up, dying without you. Please come. We have to go. We have to go. You know why I have come? I was ready to live over there. मैं कुटिया बना के रह जाने वाला था. But we came to pick you. You come with me right now. Vasudev Devaki are sitting over there. Everybody sitting. He couldn't control. And Krishna was crying and crying and crying, just listening to. But he doesn't go back. 100 years he doesn't go back. 100 years. The separation is unimaginable. To taste this separation of Krishna, we are coming in that sampradaya. And I was telling somebody, there's too much anxiety. There's so much pain. Yes, so much pain. But that is a different level of pain. Krishna says, Radha Govind Maharaj says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Charitamrita says this, that Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Krishna, he says that I used to come every single night whenever you used to almost about to die. I was there. You used to feel my presence. And you'd be like, you've come. No, you're not come. Where did you go? And that moment you used to live. Every single moment. I used to personally come to Vrindavan every single day, every single night. Just to pacify you. Pacify every single person in Vrindavan. When does he say all this? After 100 years, Srimati Radharani and all of them, they are called. Now there is no threat. There is no threat to Vrindavan because everything is under one rule now. Please call Brajavasis. They have been hankering. Imagine the messenger coming and telling, you have been called by Krishna. Let's go. We cannot even imagine what they packed. Where Maharaj was saying, we do not know what they packed. What all they packed. Ye lu, kya lu. And they're going with the hope of seeing Shangma Sundara, Madhavari over there. And they reach. And then he's sitting. He's on the royal throne. Bedecked with ornaments. I don't know if he wears a peacock. He wears a peacock feather in Dwarka. He doesn't. We don't know. No flute, nothing like that. And he's a king. He has a throne, everything. And he's looking beautiful, obviously, right? If we'll be shocked. Srimati Radharani, everybody's seeing. And they are seeing from far. They're happy and sad at the same time. Gopa Kumar goes to Vaikuntha, right? He's happy, he's satisfied. He's most satisfied. But he wants to be more satisfied. He cannot stay in Vaikuntha. Vishnu sees Gopa Kumar and he actually takes the flute. And everybody gets baffled. Kya hua? No, actually he takes him on his lap, something like this. And everybody becomes shocked. Ye kon hai? Aisa like, some Raja and all, taking in front of everybody. It's not allowed. So he's like, no, get up. Then Vishnu gets very baffled. He goes inside his chambers, He cannot control. And then he goes to Braj, eventually Gopa Kumar, right? And all the Brajavasis are seeing. And they are sad and happy at the same time, And then, Nanda Maharaj and they are all called personally over there, right? They are called personally. And they are said, Nanda Maharaj goes and says that, do you miss us, Krishna? Is everything good? And then he can't talk. He cannot say. Yashoda says to him, go, tell him. What tell him? कि याद नहीं आती है कि चल घर जाते हैं. Let's tell him to come to Vrindavan. It's fine. Let's go. But how will Nanda Maharaj say all this in front of everyone? He cannot. He is not my son. And he cannot control, he goes. And then all the gopis come. And Krishna can't control. And he is begging that I am so sorry. I had to do this. And Srimati Radharani said, no, I am such a undeserving, very low-class devotee. Actually, I am not your devotee at all. Why? Because how am I surviving today? Without you, for so many years. So I am actually not your devotee. Krishna gets baffled, he becomes shocked. Just seeing what is it? That you have gone so crazy. For to give us that love of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada comes and he takes painstaking efforts to give us this love which is there in his books. It's like if such few times, such less things we have in our life to cherish, but even small things which you give that nice feeling, right? Nice eureka moments. I'm like, there is so much that means. We can relish all these things. There's so much happiness. And that's why we are so grateful to Srila Prabhupada. And then, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we come to Mahaprabhu's pastimes. And the Rath Yatra starts. And Mahaprabhu is dancing, expressing. Like there are 7 Kirtan parties, right? And then he's replicating in all 7. It's not like he's dancing the same way. He's dancing differently in all. And everybody's thinking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is with us. Mahaprabhu is dancing. And everybody saying Rupa Goswami has come to visit. And then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says something. And nobody understands what is he saying. And then he says this. Ya Kaumara Hara Sa eva hi varasta eva chaitra kshapas te kon milite malati surabhay praudha kadamba nila sa chaivam shi vashmi tathapi tatra surata vyapara leela vidho reva rodhasi vetasu taru tale cheta samutkantate. And then nobody knows what this means. And then the next day, for Rath Yatra, everything happens. And then Rupa Goswami is there over there and he's just writing something on the palm leaf. I think the next time he comes, he writes, and then he puts it in the thatched thing. And the Haristha, Mahaprabhu is just coming to take, seeing them. And he just sees this leaf, palm leaf, and then he picks it out. And he reads this, And then he writes something else also. And then Mahaprabhu says this. We don't know why he said it, but he says this. That very personality who stole my heart during my youth, Mahaprabhu is saying this, is now again my master. That very personality who stole my heart during my youth is now again my master. Now again my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of malati flowers is there. And the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I am also the same lover. Yet still, my mind is not happy here. My mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva under the Vetashi tree. That is my desire. My dear friend, no, and then this is what Mahaprabhu said. क्या पता चला इसमें हमें? Means if you see it very freshly, you'll see like it's like a Bollywood song somewhere. And that's what it says, like, some natak mein ka kaam hai. But Rupa Goswami actually says this and he writes that translation to this. Mahaprabhu reads it. My dear friend, now I have met my very old, in my youth, that lover, right? I have met my very old and dear friend. Usme, there was no mention of who is that youth, who was that master. Now Rupa Goswami is revealing. Nobody understood till date. Everybody was there. Great devotees were there. Vakreshwar Pandit, so many people are there. Nobody's understanding. Only Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai. Swarup Damodar Goswami is with Sakhi Lalita. And Lalita's के नीचे Manjari. Which Manjari? Rupa Manjari, right? So that's why Rupa Goswami is writing. Swarup Damodar Goswami understood. Very old friend, Krishna. On this field of Kurukshetra. So the thing which we said, right? They came and they saw Krishna sitting on the crown and everything, right? So this is who is saying this actually? Kurukshetra kahan se hai na? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is where? Jagannath Puri. That's not Kurukshetra. But Mahaprabhu is saying this, but he didn't mention Kurukshetra. Right? He mentioned, now we are together again. But who's together again? Which pastime? What are you talking about? And those are the same moonlit nights. Ye kaun sa pastime hai bhai? You know, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying this. And he says, and very old and dear friend Krishna. Why very old? Youth. On this field of Kurukshetra, I am the same lover, he says, right? And then Rupa Goswami writes, I am the same Radharani. And now we are meeting together. Because what Mahaprabhu is? Srimati Radharani. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Yamuna, beneath the trees of the forest there, Vamshivata, you know, all those stuff. I wish to hear the vibrations of his flute, sweet flute, playing the fifth note within that forest of Vrindavan. Hai na? The thing is that Radha Maharaj was saying that actually our temple, right, Ramanareti, there are two Ramanaretis. Our Ramanareti, and there is one Ramanareti where, yes, you remember we had gone to Ramanareti where we did the whole laughing and rolling on the ground and all. So that is one. But Krishna Balram is also Ramanareti. Krishna Balram temple Ramanareti is Raslilar pastime. That Ramanareti is, you know, the other Ramanareti. And actually, so that's why Mahaprabhu is saying the same thing which Srimati Radharani said in Kurukshetra. And then Rupa Goswami understood this. And then that's why Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, now O devotee, please hear a brief explanation of this verse. We'll read this. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was thinking in this way after having seen the Jagannath deity. So those Rathas are what? All these Brajavasis saw Krishna on what? In Kurukshetra? Chariot. And Jagannath is on a chariot. Rath Yatra. Yes? Yes. And then they are going to pull the Rath Yatra from Kurukshetra, because that is Srimati Radharani's deepest desire to take Krishna to Vrindavan. And that's why Mahaprabhu stayed at Jagannath Puri. Not Navadip, not Mayapur, Vrindavan. Why? This is what he's come to give us. The love in separation. Hey Radhe Vraja Devi Ken Lalita Che Nanda Suto. You know, where are you? Prabhupada always says, where is Krishna? Where is Srimati Radhan? Are you in the groves of Raja? Where are you? Where are you? Are you there? Where are you? Dying, you know, in separation. And so, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, the subject of his thoughts was Srimati Radharani, who met Krishna on the field of Kurukshetra. Although she met Krishna there, she was nonetheless thinking of him in the following way. She thought of him in the calm and quiet atmosphere of Vrindavan, dressed as a cowherd boy. But at Kurukshetra, he was in a royal dress and was accompanied by elephants, horses and crowds of men. Thus, the atmosphere was not congenial for their meeting. Because it's not Vrindavan. Vrindavan has much more riches. But those are on the side. Who is important? Krishna. This is what we started the class with. It's not about our things. It's about our internal development of consciousness. Yes? Oh, it added something nice. I बोला ऐसे बोल दिया. बराबर add हुआ. Yes. No, Maharaj was saying this once. Where was this? He was saying that, you know, I'm just talking and talking. I don't know what am I saying. I'm so tired, but somehow I'll connect. Don't worry. It's coming, you know. And then he connects it. Yes, he is connected now. She thought of him in the calm and quiet. Oh, we did this, right? Like, oh, that was only we had. And the point is that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually relishes these pastimes. He says that, we have 7 minutes only, so we'll end with this. He says, that's why Prabhupada says, his pranam mantra is what? Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine. Gauravani Pracharine. The actual teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to love in separation of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada he gave the mantra for himself. That's why we cannot say that kisi ne speculated. No, he gave him for himself. Nobody else could do it. How Prabhupada can be so compassionate is unimaginable. And that's why we cannot imagine how Srimati Radharani is so compassionate. Prabhupada had to do everything by himself. He has to establish everything. I was telling somebody, in 10 years, to do Adivas took so much time. To push away so much effort. Prabhupada managed the whole movement. And that too in such a way that it will go on for 10,000 years. If we or somebody doesn't stop doing it, then it will not be done. Because we are not great. Srila Prabhupada is so great. He established himself and his position as a founder Acharya for 10,000 years, and for everybody to get his mercy, he made sure that each and every book is written founder Acharya, his divine grace, Abhay Charana Aravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Why? It's his mercy. Very strict. And that's why we stick to his principles. And that's why Shama Mohini Mataji ended the class with this. That's why we listen to our authorities and we assist. Prabhupada in his famous lecture, he says, please assist me in serving my Guru Maharaj. In distributing these books, my Guru Maharaj will be very happy. So much desire to serve his Guru. Haldar Maharaj says that when we start developing the desire to serve, to make it our life, that no, I want to do service for my Guru. Not because he looked at me very nicely, oh so nice. Guru Maharaj, yes, photo selfie. No. And that's why to have that desire, Haldar Maharaj said, that is real initiation. He was saying that. Okay. Ab tak to fake hi chal raha hai, matlab. But then, so he said, if you're not having the desire, if you're not having this intention, and that's why Guru Maharaj also, Radha Govind Maharaj, it's about Krishna. It's about Krishna. It's not about me. It's not about how I'm doing these things. Who cares? I will be forgotten anyways. Why to waste time in doing all this? Rather I should chant Hare Krishna and really be happy, right? And that's what and that makes so much sense. I would be spending time, yes, if it is required, yes, we do it. Yes. Otherwise, if it is not required, means I'm not doing it for Krishna. I'm doing it for something else. And that's why following the Acharyas, following whatever they have laid down, and especially our founder Acharya. There are not some Babas out there. Why? Our Baba is very great Baba. They don't know what kind of Baba he is. Because it's all hidden like Srimati Radharani's love. We can't see. Yes? Prabhupada says we serve through Srimati Radharani. What does that mean? Through the mood of Srimati Radharani. Not through that like, usko dikhao, phir unko dikhao. No. Usually I should think this. You cannot have Krishna without Srimati Radharani. No, the thing is that you cannot serve Krishna without Srimati Radharani's mercy. What does that mean? You have to develop that mood. That of unalloyed devotion to Krishna. Unalloyed devotion to Krishna's lotus feet, to his representative. And that's why in our sampradaya, it is so important to surrender to the Guru, to authority. Why? If I don't develop that mood, even if the authority is wrong, if I have developed that mood, when I will go back home, back to Godhead, I know how to behave nicely. ऐसा नहीं है, जादू की छड़ी नहीं है वो कि तथास्तु and then you will develop that mood. No, the thing is we develop it from here. Otherwise it does not work. It will not work. But the thing is, that's why Rupa Goswami says the last thing. Advancement in devotional service is it depends on the attitude of the sadhaka. Yes? Attitude of the sadhaka. And not anything else. Yes? Why attitude? It didn't say how beautiful you dress the deities and that's why you're a big great sadhaka. No. It didn't say how beautiful you're saying Sanskrit. It didn't say how bad you're saying Sanskrit. It didn't say how perfectly you're dressed. Nothing. Our attitude towards Krishna consciousness, our attitude to Srila Prabhupada, our attitude to ISKCON of wherever we are, right? And our attitude to our sampradaya, very nicely, right? Otherwise it doesn't work. It will not work. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I won't reveal to you Mukunda for 10 millions of lifetimes, something like that. Maharaj is saying today. It means that he has to reveal. Mahaprabhu is there. Mukunda is seeing. Or Vasudev, somebody was there. Still he can't see Mahaprabhu. Everybody is getting the benefit. He is not able to see it. Why? Because it has to be revealed. So revelation has to come. That's why it's always revelation. Jesus, everything is revelation. It has to be revealed. And when it will be revealed for us, when we are following the acharyas to our art, we have that attachment to our acharyas. We have the attachment to our sampradaya. That no, this is what I want to do. This is how I am going to progress. This is how I will go back home, back to old. I do not care whether this is highest or not. It doesn't matter. I know what Prabhupada did for me. I know what Guru Maharajas did for me. Why should I waste my time anywhere else? Who the hell is so important, right? And so we have to be very grateful. And that also depends in our attitude. So yeah. So we'll stop here today. I know Pia and Tanishta are there to do Kirtan. So thank you very much for paying attention. We did it for 1.5 hours. Nice. Okay. Hare Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Radha Madhav Hari Bhagwan ki jai. Radhashtami Mahamotsav ki. Thank you. Hare Krishna. किधर है मोहन चैतन्य प्रभु? अभी चेंज कर रहे हैं. चालू है वो? हाँ चलो माला करो. मिल गया. नाही आधी कीर्तन करा. 4:30 वाजता कीर्तन करू द्या. तुमचं मूड द्या आणि मग लावा. सांगा. 4:30 मध्ये करा. Give na Radhashtami special class. Ananta Chaitanya. If you don't give it,
करता मैडम बजाओ मैडम. चालू करूं क्या? कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा राधा प्रेममयो हरि. कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा राधा प्रेममयो हरि जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्णस्य द्रविणं राधा राधाया द्रविणं हरि कृष्णस्य द्रविणं राधा राधाया द्रविणं हरि जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण प्राणमयी राधा राधा प्राणमयो हरि कृष्ण प्राणमयी राधा राधा प्राणमयो हरि जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण द्रवमयी राधा राधा द्रवमयो हरि
कृष्ण द्रव्यमयी
मयि राधा राधा द्रव्यमयो हरि जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण गेः स्थिता राधा राधा गेः स्थितो हरि कृष्ण गेः स्थितो राधा राधा गेः स्थितो हरि जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण चेतस्थिता राधा राधा चेतस्थितो हरि कृष्ण चेतस्थितो राधा राधा चेतस्थितो हरि
जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण
गतिर्मम
जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम
नीलाम्बरधर राधा पीताम्बरधरो हरे
नीलाम्बरधरो राधा पीताम्बरधरो हरि
जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम
जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम
वृन्दावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्णो वृन्दावनेश्वर
वृन्दावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्ण वृन्दावनेश्वर
जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम
जीवनेन धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम
कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा राधा प्रेममयो हरे
कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा राधा प्रेममयो हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
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 जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव
जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ
जय गिरिवरधारी
जय गिरिवरधारी
जय गिरिवरधारी
जय गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव
Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari
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 Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha
Jaya Girivaradhari
Jaya Girivaradhari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Radha Madhava Jaya
Kunja Vihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. Radhe, Radhe Radhe Shyam. Radhe, Radhe Radhe Shyam. ठीक है तू
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. प्रभु जी
राधा रानी की जय तो वाला तो क्या हमेश
हाँ आ जाओ तुम इधर बैठ जाओ मेरे बाजू में। राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। सब गाओ, झूम के गाओ राधा रानी के लिए। राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय, बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, ठकुरानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, रानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, ठकुरानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय। रानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, ठाकुरानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, रानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, ठाकुरानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, रानी की जय, हरि प्रिया की जय, वृष भानु दुलारी की जय जय जय, वृष भानु दुलारी की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, गौरांगी की जय, हे मांगी की जय, गौरांगी की जय, हे गौरांगी की जय, हे मांगी की जय, 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 ब्रज राजकुमारी की जय जय जय, ब्रज राजकुमारी की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, ब्रज रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, ब्रज रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, ब्रज रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, ब्रज रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, रानी की जय, ब्रज देवी की जय, वृष भानु दुलारी की जय जय जय, वृष भानु दुलारी की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, ओ राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय, बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, हो राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, 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 हो राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, बोलो राधा रानी की जय जय श्री राधे।
श्याम हृदय कमल सो प्रगटो, श्याम हृदय कमल सो प्रगटो, ओ श्याम हृदय को भाई वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, सब सुख सागर रूप उजागर रहे वृंदावन धाम, सब सुख सागर रूप उजागर रहे वृंदावन धाम। रूप गोस्वामी प्रगट कियो जा, गोस्वामी प्रगट कियो जा, गोविंद रूपन धाम, वृंदावन प्यार, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, विहरत निसदिन कुंज गलन में, ब्रज जन मन सुखदान, विहरत निसदिन कुंज गलन में, ब्रज जन मन सुखदान, मदन मोहन को रूपन रखते, मदन मोहन को रूपन रखते, सनातन बलि बलि जाय, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, गोपी ग्वाल सब ही उरधारे, प्यार गोपीनाथ, गोपी ग्वाल सब ही उरधारे, प्यार गोपीनाथ, मधुसूदन जिन कंठ लगायो, मधुसूदन जिन कंठ लगायो, हाहे रही जय जयकार, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, गोपाल भट्ट की हृदय वेदना, प्रगट शालिग्राम, गोपाल भट्ट की हृदय वेदना, प्रगट शालिग्राम, रूप सुधा को कान हमारो, रूप सुधा को कान हमारो, राधा रमन झूला, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, आतुर है हरि वंश पुकारो, राधा राधा नाम, आतुर है हरि वंश पुकारो, राधा राधा नाम, सगन कुंज यमुना तट आयो, सगन कुंज यमुना तट आयो, राधा वल्लभ लाल, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन, युगल किशोर कुलाडल जयो, नवल कुंज हिमाय, युगल किशोर कुलाडल जयो, नवल कुंज हिमाय, वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन भुवन चतुर्दश की सुंदरता निधि बना करत विहार
भुवन चतुर्दश की सुंदरता निधि वन करत विहार
राम प्यारी कुंज बिहारी
श्याम प्यारी बाकी बिहारी
जय जय श्री हरिदास वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन वृंदावन प्यारो वृंदावन वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन जिनकी कृपा से रस प्रगटो वृंदावन अभिराम
जिनकी कृपा से रस प्रगटो वृंदावन अभिराम
सप्तनिधि को ही उजियारो
सप्तनिधि को ही
उजियारो
हम सब लोगे प्राण पियारो
हम सबको ही प्राण प्यारो
हमारो गिरिधर लाल वृंदावन 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 प्यारो वृंदावन वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन वृंदावन मेरो वृंदावन तोरी रे बांसुरिया जादूगरी तोरी रे बांसुरिया जादूगरी मोहलियो मन प्रेम भरी मोहलियो मन प्रेम तोरी रे बांसुरिया जादू भरी तोरी रे बांसुरिया जादू भरी बिसर गई सुधा सुना मुरली को बिसर गई सुधा सुना मुरली को नाही परत में का चैन एक घरे नाही परत में का चैन एक घरे तोरी रे बांसुरिया जादू भरी हरे कृष्ण